Hey there, I'm here today to do a follow-up video to our previous video, how to easily learn all the notes on the fretboard, and I'll put a link to that down below if you haven't seen that one yet. You definitely need to watch it before you view this one because they're going to tie in together. So anyway, from that video I just wanted to fill in a couple blanks I thought were maybe there, clarify a few things, and then I have one more learning trick for learning your notes that we'll cover toward the end. So let's just pick up, and actually let's just do a quick review. This is going to kind of be impromptu like the other one. So we went over our chromatic scale, and you were working on memorizing that, and I'm just holding that up here. Now you'll notice that I have circled 5 things. That's our sharps. Now I think the important thing after I made that video I realized is we also need to learn flats, because you're going to run across those as you're learning songs and so forth. So we've got our naturals, they're called. That's our A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So they're not sharp, not flat. Now as far as learning our sharps, I kind of try to think about that, and it's kind of the direction you're going. So we've got our naturals. Let's just start with A and B. So the note in between there, if we're going up or this direction from A, it's called an A sharp. Now if we take our B, the note in between, going that way, it becomes a B flat. So A sharp and B flat are the same note. All that differs is the name. Now why is there 2 names for one note? That gets into the key of a song or musical piece and some theory that's probably beyond this video. So anyway, I just wanted to show here real quick on our, let's just go over that one. So on our A string, fret 1 is an A sharp, but it's also a B flat. They are the same exact note. So we had, holding our 5 up here, we've got our 5 circles. So we've got 5 sharps to know. We've also got 5 flats to know. Just to review one more, between our natural C and D, going that way, sharpening C, the note in between is a C sharp. Yet, another way to look at it, in between those 2 notes, the D is the upper note. We flatten it, we have D flat. So C sharp and D flat are the exact same note. So I took a piece of paper here, and I'm just going to hold it up here. I wrote out those 5 notes that are sharps, and I wrote the correlating flat. That's something else to memorize. But, you know, think of your chromatic scale, and this just all, it kind of just all starts fitting together. But I'm just going to review here real quick. So we've got the note between A and B is A sharp or B flat, same note. The note between C and D is C sharp or D flat. The note between D and E is D sharp or E flat. And then we've got our last 2 here, F sharp and G flat. They're the same note. G sharp and A flat. They're the same note. So learn your sharps, learn your flats, and great stuff to just get a good firm foundation on learning the notes on the fretboard. So let's also pick up, we did our learning tool, acronym, whatever we want to call it, for each string. And I'm just going to review the 3 we went over, and I'm going to go ahead and cover the G just to be thorough. So again, we're going to ignore this. This is a 5-string bass. We're going to ignore the lowest string and just focus on the 4, like a 4-string bass would be. I think that's fine at this point. Most people learn on a 4-string. So let's just hit our learning tools. That is again based on frets 3, 5, 7, and 9. So for our E string, it's Gab C sharp. So G, A, B, C sharp. For our A string, it's C def sharp. So C, D, E, F sharp. And then our D string, we have F Gab, so F, G, A, B. And then again, we didn't do our G, but we'll go ahead and fill the blank in and cover that one. We have A sharp, C, D, E. That one you can't do the whole acronym thing, but there's still, you can still memorize that pretty easy. I mean, part of that's the alphabet, C, D, E, so A sharp, C, D, E. But anyway, I just wanted to fill in the blank on that. I'm going to hold up another piece of paper here that this represents the 4 strings we're covering, and then I went ahead and wrote the learning tool for each one. So, you know, you may want to write that down too. But that just, man, that helps so much with finding those notes. One other thing I wanted to, just to kind of have another tool to learn by, we're going to do the octave technique. So if you take, let's just pick a random note. Let's go to our G on our 3rd fret of our E string. If we skip a string, so in other words, we're on our low E, if we skip that A string and go to our D, and we go up 2 frets going this way, we have the same note. So G, skip a string, next string, up 2 frets. So like here, that's a G, that's a G. So go to our A string. Where's A on a D string? Well, we're going skipping a string up 2 frets. So there we go. And then we can also do this on our A string. So here we've got a C. Well, what's fret 5 on the G string? Well, that's our octave. So so that is also a C. So we got C, C, C. Whoops, C, C. So, and then we've also got D, D. So, and you could go the other way. You can, like, let's say we're up on fret 9. If you go the other way, if you skip a string to the lower strings and go back 2 frets, you've got the octave. So that's just really cool. That's also, you know, it's not just a learning tool. That's used in some styles of music. So, anyway, so we got our chromatic scale. That's what everything is built off of. We got our naturals in there, our A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We've got our notes in between some of those that are our sharps or our flat, and we've got our understanding of how that works. And then we've also got our octaves, another little learning tool to help mix things up. So I believe that covers what I wanted to go over. And if you got any comments or questions, I'll be happy to help. Just let me know. Again, this video is a supplement to video 1, and I'll put a link to that. So anyway, thank you for listening, and have a good day and take care.